All right, semifinals game here for the playoff weekend. We'll have Toledo Cherokee up against the Sylvania Northstars. This will be our fourth meeting with them this season. We have tied them twice, won once. This one's higher stakes, though, for sure. All right, starting in net, we'll have Max Burnick. Cam Black is injured right now. We'll have Cam Hill and Cash Christian back at D. And Tate Neese, Braden Morris, and Colin Peters up front. All right, Neese has it and dumps it in. Northstars gain possession. They're going to get it up to the center ice and dump it. And that'll go offsides. Get a line change here. We'll bring in Conrad and Bomer back at D. Ludlow at center with Page and Burnett up front. Comes back to Conrad, dumps it up into the neutral zone. And nice stick there from Bomer. He's going to skate with it. Go, Finn, go. Keep going. Still got it. And tries to get it centered, dumps it, and he'll go back to D. And we got a 2-on-1 developing with Homer getting there first. And nice job, Finn, breaking that up. All right, Ludlow's got it. D should go for a change. Ludlow makes a move. He's going to skate it in. Makes a move, shot, and goalie covers it. All right. Early excitement here. All right, we'll bring in Short and Christian back at D. Heffler, Myers, Robbins up front. All right, Northstars wins that face-off, gets it up to the blue line, and Short's able to keep it in. All right, Myers has it, skates it in. Centered to Hepler, just out of his reach. Christian keeps it in. Back to Short at the blue line. Shot through traffic and knocked down. All right. Heffler hits it up to Robbins. Robbins will dump it. And Christian's back with it. Shot. Nice shot there from Burnick. And nice puck movement there from Christian. Robbins will dump it in. And we'll get a change up here. We've got Hill and Conrad back at D. We got a 3-on-1 developing. Boyer's trying to get back to help. And nice positioning there from Conrad. All right, Boyer's got it. Brings it up the ice. Makes to the middle and loses an edge. Peter's still working with it. And Morris comes up with it. Oh, tried to get it across to Boyer. All right, Northstars dump it in. They'll go for a change. Conrad's got it. Chips it up the ice. All right, we've got Page with Peters and Morris up front. Shot through traffic, hit a Northstar player, deflected wide. And puck center on the board, that comes out of the zone. And that's nice, or offside. All right. Ludlow, Page, and Burnett up front. Bomer and Christian back at D. Bomer sends it up the boards. And that's offsides. Can you hear me now? Question mark. I think was any closer to my house. All right, Ludlow's got it. Centers it over to Page. Up to Bomer. And sends it towards the net, bouncing. And, still loose down low. Ludlow's trying to work with it. And still has it. Shot at the goal! Nice work there in front of the net. Bomer kept it in the blue line, bumped it in. Kind of a stick battle there, and Rosen scored. All right, 1-0. All right, we've got Hepler, Myers, Robbins up front, and Hill and Christian back at D. Puck still in, blocked by Hill. And Robbins working with it, trying to get it out of the zone and dump it into the neutral zone. All right, send up, center ice here. And we get a whistle for a trip against the Northstars. And we'll be going the power play here. All right, we'll have Hill and Christian back at D. Back to Hill, shot. We got Hepler, Myers, and Robbins up front. All right, Christian's got it. He's going to look. He's got room to skate it, so he's going to take it. Cuts through the middle, still has possession. And sends it up to the blue line. All right, Robbins will go in the corner to try to get it. And centers it, but no one there. Northstars are going to come back the other way. Nice. All right, Myers has it. Sends it over to Robbins. Robbins shot. Puck's still loose. Oh, man. We've got Conrad out with Christian right now. Christian sends it back in. And Christian still has it. Going around the net. Comes up to Robbins. Shot off of Hepler's leg, it looked like. And we're going to be back to 5-on-5 here. All right, Conrad's back with it. Sends it up the boards to Robbins. And tries to send it over to Nice, but just couldn't get there. No icing on that once it got tipped. We've got Bomer and Conrad in at D right now. And Robbins takes a shot on net, and we'll get a face-off down in Sylvania zone. All right, Bomer and Conrad back at D. Peters, Morris, and Nice up front. Or no, it's actually, Peters, Morris, and Nice. That's what I said. All right, Sylvania comes. Bomer steps up on it. Peter sends it back to Conrad, over to Nice, and Nice sends it in the zone. Conrad sends it in. That's an offsides. All right, we'll have Short and Christian back at D. Burnett, Ludlow, Page up front. Christian has it. Shot goes way out of play. Deflected up into the netting above the ice. All right, Ludlow picks that up, takes a move to the center. Oh, gets checked. And we'll go on the power play. All right, we'll keep Short and Christian back at D, Ludlow, Burnett, and Page up front. Puck is back to Christian. Quick shot. And puck gets dumped in. Christian is back with it. And sends it down. That's going to go for an icing. We're going to keep the same lines. Christian's back with it, hits it up the boards. Not out of the zone, though. And all right, Ludlow goes in to get it. Sylvania's done a good job killing this penalty off. We've really struggled just to get it out of our zone here. And we're going to get a line change here. We got Christian coming in with it. A toe drag through the middle. Back to Hepler. Tries to get a shot off, but can't. We've got 1 second left in the power play here. We'll go back to 5-on-5 here in just a second. Actually, sorry, 7 seconds left. All right, Conrad and Hill back at D. Myers, Robbins, and Hepler up front. Puck's back to Conrad, shot wide. Myers tries to get it centered. And we are back to 5-on-5. Right, that finds the back of the net. Unfortunately, Sylvania ties it up 1-1 here. And we're going to have a minute 25 left to play here in the first period. All right, we're going to keep the same lines out. We'll have Myers, Hepler, Robbins up front with Hill and Conrad back at D. Hepler comes up with it, gets it up to Myers. Our D's going to go for a change. We got Bomer and Short coming in at D. And puck comes out of play. Hold it. It's all right. All right, we're going to face off at the blue line here. Hepler gets it up to Myers. Myers to Robbins. Robbins will get a shot and just missed the net wide. All right, Northstars are coming up here. We get a little interference there at center ice. All right, we got Robbins up if he can get there. That was not offside. Ref called it. I'll say no more. I had a better view than the rest. Robbins got an offside call last night where he was wide open, and that one was probably offside. This one was good. I'll just leave it at that. Should not have been offside from my angle here. We got a couple seconds left. I think 13 here. I'll add a few to my clock. Short's going to dump it down, and it'll probably be... Oh, man. All right, end of the first. Unexpected scoring opportunity there at the very end. Goalie saved it. It'll be 1-1 going into the second period. All right, start of the second period here. We'll have Cam Hill, Cass Christian back at D, Reed Hepler at left wing, Brendan Myers at center, and Jackson Robbins at right wing. All right, Myers brings it in the zone, tries to make a pass over, but hits a skate. Christian's got it. Oh, man. He didn't see Hepler open. Robbins sends it over towards Hepler, but Christian gets it. Quick shot on that. Hill's got it. Sends it in deep. Bounces over Robbins' stick. All right, we get a whistle there for offside. We'll bring in Bomer and Conrad back at D. Boyer, Morris, Peters up front. Back there from Max. All right, same line, shot from the point, gets through some traffic and deflects wide. And Morris has it, tips it up to Boyer. Nice stick there from Morris, that's offsides. All right, same lines. Trying to get a good bounce for us. All right. Peters dumps it in. All right. Puck is sent down. That's going to go for icing. What? Why no icing? I don't get that. All right, Conrad skates it in, gets a shot. Rebound, still loose. Two of our players go down. Step up. All right, we'll have Short and Christian back at D. Page, Ludlow, Burnett up front. Good bounce to Roken. And he skates it in, centers it. Oh, man. Short goes in with it. Still working. Tries to get it centered. That's an icing. All right, Christian and Short at D. Hepler, Myers, Robbins up front. Robbins tries to shoot, gets his stick kind of lifted as he goes to. And Northstars bring it in our zone. Shot blocked by Christian. It's going to go behind the net. And Short's back there battling. Puck moved out to the point. Puck blocked by Myers. He's going to have Hepler up. Hepler tries to get it to Robbins, who's covered, and puck gets dumped in. Christian's got it. And sends it up to Robbins. Should have been offside, but no call there. Robbins kind of pulled it back on the blue line. Got to go into the... Oh, there we go. Passed it to Robbins. On the far side there, Robbins was open and buried that 2-1. I just had a Northstar parent telling me the refs are blind right now, so yeah, I mean, there's multiple calls that, during a game, sometimes help us, sometimes hurt us. Naturally feel upset about that, especially in a high-stakes game like this. All right, shot from Robbins there. Good stop. All right. Nice, Morris, Peters up front. Hill and Conrad back at D. Yeah, these refs are human. There's no instant replay. You've heard me talk a lot through this season, last season too. They do the best we can. Whenever I point things out, I've tried not to criticize unless it seems like they are purposely being unfair, which doesn't happen very often. Nice save there from Bernick. All right, Peters has it. And he'll bring it deep. We'll get a chance for one of our D to change out. We get Bomer join Hill back at D. And puck comes to Bomer. Puts it up the boards. We're getting our forwards changed too. There we go. We just get enough pressure there. Kept in at the blue line. And Page flips it up out of the zone. That'll probably go for an icing. Nope, it's going to get waved off. All right, so we've got Bomer and Short back at D. We've got Burnett and Page. Page tries to get it. Ooh, nice backhand from Burnett. Just went a little high. All right, Bomer's back with it. Sends it up the boards. All right, puck is in the zone. Ludlow's got it wide. Tries to get it centered and can't get through. Nice save. That is offside. That should have been offside. All right. Bomer goes back into the corner with it. And up to Robbins. Going to toss it up to Heffler. He's going to get a breakaway chance here. Oh, puck's still loose. Quick shot there from Myers. Goalie blocked that one too. Myers tries to get it back to Short, but can't. All right, Short's got it. He sees Robbins up. Oh, he touched it. It looked like Robbins got a piece of it with his stick. It's so loud in here, though, it's hard to hear. Normally you can hear the contact between the puck and the blade, but it's like I said, it's pretty loud. So, all right, we will get Hill and Christian back at D, Heffler, Robbins, and Myers up front. Shot from the point. Got knocked down by a high stick, but we touched it first. Myers at least gets it out of the zone here, chips it up the boards. And Robbins is able to win that puck battle, gets it in the zone, and we get offside there. We We got the other team's parents cheering for the refs for calling that offside. It's a loud game in here. Yesterday I was by myself in the one of the press boxes or suites, which was kind of nice. All right. We've still got Hill and Christian back at D. Boyer. All right, 2-2. All right, Bomer and Conrad back at D. No, Bomer goes off. Conrad and Christian back at D. And Boyer, Norris, and Peters up front. All right, Peters skates it in. Shot off the outside of the net. Oh, that could have been bad. They almost split our D's. All right. That'll go for icing. All right, we're going to bring in Conrad and Bomer, Page, Ludlow, and Burnett up front. Back to Conrad, hits the body. Conrad blocks that with his stick. And Page comes up with that. Page pass over to Burnett. Puck's still loose, but I think the whistle gets blown. All right, Bomer and Conrad still back at D. Burnett, Ludlow, Page up front. Ludlow's got it. And Bomer hits it. Oh, that's offsides. All right, we've got Christian and Short back at D. Boyer, Myers, or not Boyer, sorry. Myers, Hepler, and Robbins up front. All right, Myers has it, brings it in the zone. Oh, man. Another beautiful pass from Myers to Robbins. Second one this game where Myers skates it in, draws players to himself. Robbins sneaks in. Hats off to Brendan on those two goals. You know, it's always the goal scorer that gets, you know, all the praise here at these young ages. Two great plays by Myers there. All right, Toledo goes up 3-2. All right, Brendan over to Christian, up to Robbins. All All right, Christian's back with it. Up to Robbins. Short goes back with it. Hits it up the boards. All right, Myers has it. He's got Robbins wide. And shot from the point. We've got Burnett, Myers, and Robbins, and Burnett, Myers, Hepler, and shot from Myers. This is just wide. He's going to go to the bench, and we get Ludlow in, and that's going to go for icing. All right, we'll get a face-off down with 24 seconds left. All right, Ludlow, Burnett, and Morris up front, Short and Christian back at D. It's back to Short, shot, and nice glove save there from the goaltender. Getting a line change here from Northstars. Kept in. We got 3 seconds left here. All right, end of the second period. Toledo's up by 1. All right, start of the third period here. We'll have Cam Hill, Hunter Conrad back at D, Logan Page at right wing, Broken Ludlow at center, and Andrew Burnett at left wing. No icing on that. Must have got tipped. All right, Page gets it out of the zone. Nice work there. Nice work again from Paige. All right, Burnett's got it. Sends it up to Paige. And still in the zone. Logan's going to get a scoring chance here. Not able to get a shot off. Dumps it into the corner. All right, we've got Bomer in with Hill now. We got Paige going off. Nice coming on. Bomer steps up on that. Ooh, almost too many men. That was close. Back to Hill. He's got Bomer across. Sends it up to Peters. All right, Peters tries to send it over to Nice. Norris still with it. Nice save there from Bernick. Bomer's got it. Puts it up the board. All right, Peters has it, gets it deep, and we'll go for a change. All right, we've got Christian Short back at D. We've got Hepler, Myers, Robbins up front right now. And puck's tipped out from Christian to Myers. We've got Hepler to his right. Collision there. And Myers has it. They're going to call that one. They might call them both. I don't know. Just the one. All right, we're going to get a Northstar player to the box. And we'll go on the power play here. All right, we've got Hill and Christian back at D. Ludlow, Burnett, and Page up front will be on the power play. Burnett's got it. Tries to get it up to Christian at the point. That's still loose. And Christian keeps it in. And we got another penalty for a trip. We're going to be 5-on-3 here. Christian kind of forced his way up the board. And one of the Northstar players, I think, just had their stick kind of landed on the ice. All right, so we're going to have Hill and Christian back at D, Myers, Robbins, and Ludlow up front. And we'll be 5-on-3 here for over a minute. Northstars win the face-off, try to get it cleared out, but don't. Robbins is just going to shoot it. And Hill's going to take a shot. It's still bobbling. You know, they got time to set this up. We don't work on 5-on-3s very often in practice. It doesn't happen very often. But you got time where you don't have to rush a shot too fast. You know, you can take your time and pass it around. All right, I think they're finally settled down. They get it up to Christian. Shot, still loose. And all right. No goal on that. We're going to have face-off still in their zone. No penalties. These refs need they need a break after this. There's a lot of parents yelling at them tonight. And we get a whistle. Goalie had it covered. All right, we got about 20 seconds left of 5-on-3. And sent down. All right, it's going to be 5-on-4 here in just a second. Hill skates it in, still has it. He looks for a pass, loses an edge. And Northstars send it up to ice. That'll be an icing. And we've got 12 seconds left here on the power play. All right, we'll have Conrad and Christian back at D. Myers and Norris, and I think Hepler up front. Puck sent up to the blue line. Shot. Oh, man, that almost smoked Norris in the thigh. Offsides. And they're going to send this one all the way down. All right, we'll have Bomer and Conrad back at D. Hepler. Bomer sends it up the boards. Oh, man. All right, so we got Hepler, Myers, and Morris up front. Puck sent up the boards, out of the zone. Nice work from Morris there. Pressure that puck all the way down. We got Ludlow come in. Burnett. And Bomer sends it up and out of the zone. And Puck is flipped up. Homer sets it down, gets it out of the zone again. All right, Page has it. He's got Burnett to his left. Passes it. Burnett's got it on his backhand. Shot, and goalie stops it. All right, we got about 5.5 minutes here left to go in the game. All right, Christian and Short back at D. Ludlow, Page, Burnett up front. Puck's back to Christian, sends it in along the boards. Christian's got it, chips it up and out. Page has it up to Ludlow. Oh, Ludlow tried to cut to the center, couldn't get through. Puck's back to Short. Oh, bounces over his stick. And nice play there from Ludlow to get that puck out of zone. Hit knocked down with a high stick. We're going to get a face-off all the way back. We'll get a line change here. All right, 4.5 minutes left to go. Christian and Short back at D. Boyer, Morris, and Peters up front. Short's got it. Got a back check here. Nice work there from Morris. Get his stick on that. And Burnick gets that covered. All right, we got one guy short thrown to the box. There was a little bit of pushing there in front of the net, so we'll be on the penalty kill. Robbins and Myers in front. That puck is out of the zone. Conrad gets it up to the blue line. Oh, able to get it out there. Offside. Oh, it's close to offside. Pressure. Nice save there from Burnett. And Burnett to cover that. All right, we're sending in Christian and Conrad. We'll have Burnett and we must have a timeout. All right. So I don't think there are timeouts until the championship game. At least that's how it was last year. goal. All right, Sylvania ties it up. Back to even strength. We'll have Hill and Christian back at D. Ludlow, Page, Burnett up front. Nice save there from Burnett. Page has it, sends it up to Ludlow. All right, pass from Ludlow over to Page. Romer's got it, sends it back up, hits the ref. Someone go, oh, we got a line change. All right, Myers has it, skates it in, still has it somehow, loses an edge. Christian's got it, gonna shoot it, but still loose. Kill it. There you go. Still has it. All right. Let's see. We're going to keep Christian out. Bring in short. We got a little over a minute here left in the third. I think it goes to a short overtime, then a shootout if it's still tied. Up front, we've got Robbins, Myers, Hepler, I believe, up front. Robbins goes in, shoots it up to Brendan. All right, Myers has it. He's got Hepler. Hepler's got it. And comes back. Short's got it. Sends it to Myers. And Hepler over to Christian. Christian sends it wide. Oh, bounce over Robin's stick. And we got Less than 10 seconds here to go in the third. All right. Looks like a 5-minute overtime. All right. Start overtime here. We're going to have Ludlow, Myers, and Hill. All right, Myers is going to pick up some speed coming in, drops it off to Ludlow, back to Myers. Oh. Almost in. Ludlow's got it. Shot goes high. All right, we've got Christian back at D right now. Robbins breaking for it. That one was onside for sure, no doubt about that. Quick shot from Robbins, goes wide. We got Hepler with the shot. Rebound. Oh, went right past Robbins' stick. Nice diving play there from Robbins. Christian's got it. And goalie stopped it. Still loose. We've got Ludlow back right now. Christian in front of the net. Myers, far side circle. And it's going to be a foot race here. All right, Myers goes down again. Puck out of the zone here. Christian skates it in. He's got Ludlow to his left. Shot still loose. It goes to a shootout if this one scores in this overtime. We got about 2 minutes left here. Kids are tired. Oh man, that one almost just floated in. All right, we've got Conrad in. Morris is in. Nice back check from Morris there with a stick lift. Myers skating it in. All right. All right, Ludlow's got it. Northstar player falls. Ludlow. Hard fought victory right there. Toledo will play again tomorrow. I don't know what time, 2:30 I think. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.